and we're looking for certain people, right?
Yeah.
We want Super Bowl champs, ideally a Seattle Seahawk, and we've nailed it with both. Robert Turbin joining us around the table.
Yeah.
How you doing, Robert?
And don't forget a Bay Area native, too.
That's
now.
right.
You know,
That's
born
right.
in Oakland, grew up in Fremont, so I'm Bay Area through and through.
Awesome, man.
Yeah.
You take pride in that, the fact that the Super Bowl's here in San Francisco?
You know what? It is actually really awesome. It is awesome to see the Super Bowl here in San Francisco. It's been a long time since I've really been in San Francisco this long, going to different restaurants, going to different places, and seeing how lively everything is. You know, I haven't seen San Francisco quite that way in a long time, so it is a special week.
So you grew up a Raiders fan or a Niners fan?
That's a good question. Yeah, we were a house divided, and we were probably about 95% Raider fans. Myself and my auntie Alice were the lone Niner fans of the family,
Wow.
okay? So we used to get a lot of crap from everybody, but I was a 49er fan through and through.
Okay, so there you go. And obviously now you're a Seahawk fan through and through, unless you want to pull a Tom Brady on us and claim that you don't have a dog in the fight in the Super
Did
Bowl.
you think that was crazy, the overreaction from people about that, or what?
Nah, I mean, you know, everybody's entitled to their own feeling, right,
Yeah.
and opinion, so it's whatever to me. But for me, in terms of this game, it's Seahawks all the way, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah, and that's both from a relation standpoint, but also like if I'm actually analyzing the game in a real way, I just think that Seattle's the better
So
team.
that's where I was going to go. You feel like Seattle is the favorite. They're going to take it home.
Yeah, I just think they're more complete.
Yeah.
They have the ability to make more explosive plays within their offense, even on the defensive side of the ball too, in terms of attacking the football, maybe forcing turnovers and getting takeaways and things of that nature, not to mention what they can do on special teams with Rashid Shaheed. So the explosiveness, to me, I think is the difference between both teams.
We spend so much time breaking down everything about this game, but if you wanted to look to one thing, would that just be it? Like which team can pull off the more explosive plays and show some jam and just go for it as opposed to just the standard stuff?
Yeah, no doubt. When I was playing, we used to go into each game with the goal of making 7 explosive plays offensively.
Love it.
So for the run game, that's a 12-yard run plus. For the throw game, that's a 20-yard completion plus.
Wow.
And we
So
wanted
7 total?
7 total combined. right?
Why 7? Like, how do you get to that number?
Percentages. You
Okay.
know, Pete was not all about the percentages, but he looked at them closely. Like defensively, we wanted to get minimum 2 takeaways. Well, we wanted to win the turnover margin by 2, because statistically, you would win the game like 86% of the time or something like that. So the same thing with explosive plays. And I just think that the Patriots, they can make explosive, but it's hard to do against the Seattle defense.
Right.
Whereas Seattle, it's like every time you watch them, JSN's got a 20-yard catch at some point of the game. K9 does some spin move or something like that and is able to get a 15-yard run. And so I just think that they have the advantage in those explosive opportunities.
Well, it seems like, as you know, people are trying to predict what could happen in this game. We've been talking about it during the week, that people are trying to compare this Pats team to like the 0-2 Pats team that beat the Rams, right? That Drake May's the new Tom Brady and Vrabel's got Belichick elements to it. And we think that's crazy because it's a completely different roster,
I think it's
a completely
insane,
different
man.
era. Do you see anything in this Seahawks team, though, that you'd compare to your teams, you know, back in the day? Legion of Boom, you know, Darnold and Russ, I guess, probably a little bit different. But the backfield, maybe, do you see any comparisons that – because I'm not hearing that. Like, this Seahawks team could be just like the team that, you know, dominated when you guys did when you won your Super Bowl.
Yeah, I'll point to 2 things. The one thing that really stands out with Seattle was just like the connectivity with the team. Like when we won the title, everything that we did on a day-to-day basis was for the guy next to us, you know? Like we had no hidden agendas or selfish things that we wanted to accomplish. Like everything was about the team.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And you can see that within this team this year. Like it's all about being connected amongst one. Nobody wants the glory.
Yeah.
You know, we started struggling when people wanted the glory. That's when our team sort of started to break apart, right? The other thing that I would point to is, particularly with Kenneth Walker III. So, like when I played, my running backs coach was Sherman Smith. I don't know if you guys remember watching him or not. He played 9 seasons as a running back in Seattle. He coached his first 20 years in the league, coaching Eddie George with the Oilers before they became the Titans, and obviously coaching Seattle. And he used to say, like, the special thing about Marshawn is you feel like when you give him the ball on any given down that he can take it to the house. Like, that's what makes him scary. And I think in Kenneth Walker, in his own way, you kind of feel the same way because his run style is so like, what is he going to do this time?
Right.
He can just kind of break something special and take it to the house for 70. And so there's where I see some of the similarities between both teams.